And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Pulls it in. It's Daniels. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Third down play from the gun. Catch in the middle. It's Daniels. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it. It's Thomas. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
They're going to go for it on 4th down with a couple of good options, a first down or a touchdown. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll go to the ground. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's think a second about Arizona State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They've just got to do a better job finishing.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They want to run this quarterback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. LSU managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. Don't blame the gumbo there in Baton Rouge this week. These Tigers are to blame for this one being this close. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the air, it's Gibbs. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. This time he's got it. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
When they take big shots down the field, when they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense, using his technique, knocking the football away.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Gets it to him on the screen. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They're facing a third down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Here on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Gibbs. Flushed out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Not a lot of good plays for third in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
The kick is on its way. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The run from the shotgun.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've been running it, but now the pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And picking up the first down would be nice here, but also important to get some cushion for the punt team. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Thanks to grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wide receiver going in motion. To the ground to try to move the chains. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable, because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Georgia somehow, some way found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. High in the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup for 5. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, you start the season top 25, clear Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top.
Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Under fire. He's going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster, and they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Going right and going deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Give to the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Sun Devils lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first.
I
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to pass. It's Gibbs. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Slams ahead. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
Here's the pressure. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Banks. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The give on the option. Past the 45. On the move is the 30. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And this is one way you can try to attack the perimeter of the field, right? Get the option play going. Quarterback has it, reads his key, pitches it out to his running back to see what he can go do in space.
The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Give to the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
And, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Thomas.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got his man in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Oh, he's got a chance. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. A run for the quarterback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds space on the right. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking for a crease to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Dumps it to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to get it through the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll do it himself. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw, it's Gibbs. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Rides the back and leaves it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida State may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Doak Campbell Stadium every time. The Noles have been racking up road wins since the Bobby Bowden days, and they get another one today. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Trojans are rolling down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, 3rd down, touchdown.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 30.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Looking for a gap. It's Day. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Gibbs. He's got him. They'll spot the ball in the 12 after that completion.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Leaves it with the back. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Tackled in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 on the heels of gaining 4 on the previous play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Looking downfield, it's Gibbs. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet dodge by this offense. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Rush is on him. Got his man on the right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Great place to start for this offense. The give and tick, 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 tick. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Using his legs, it's Hatchett. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Line gets set, first down. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation.